Yeah, great question. First of all, I think I was looking back, and I think we have 7 players that are returning off that Final Four team. So that absolutely helps as far as like just knowing what it takes, and they were able to help our transfers and our freshmen coming in to give them kind of an idea about what our culture is and everything. And then I don't think you're going to find more experienced players than Caroline Martin and Emily Truschel that transferred in from USC Aiken. I mean, they're battle tested and they know inside and out, how the Peach Belt is, and they've already talked to our team about it, and that's helped too. But I've definitely relied heavily on Caroline and the other 7 that are returning for preseason. We, kind of moved them along pretty quick with things because of the experience. That's been really nice. They've been a competitive group. Some of that's been by design, by the coaching staff. I mean, we've tried to work that into practices, but for the most part, it's just been buy-in this preseason as far as like how competitive they've been. They seem to be a very hungry group too. We came up short last year, and that we don't want that to happen again. So that part has been pushed some this preseason as well. But like I said, we relied really heavily on Caroline and a lot of the returnees just to kind of make sure our everyone is on the same page, and we know what our expectations are for this season. Yeah, 0-0, right? I mean, you're all excited, and everybody, you haven't talked about playing time or anything like that, and everybody's ready to go. So yeah, we're absolutely excited. I think there's a feel around North Georgia. Our men's team is, had a great season last year, and there's just a buzz around campus with our new president, and we're ready. We get started coming up pretty quick here with official practice, and it's just, once we're all college football fans around our program, and once that hits, we know like basketball is right around the season. So we're super happy that it's time. I think it's going to be 40 degrees this weekend, and we're all excited because that's basketball weather at that time, and we know it's time to go. It's go time at that point. Yeah, I think just Peach Belt has just been very consistent during my tenure here. Consistently good. I think it's only been 10 years since Clayton State won the national championship, and just doesn't seem like that far, that long ago. The past, I think 3 out of 4, the Elite Eight team has been from the Peach Belt. It's just been really strong. I think we consistently get 3 to 4 teams in the NCAA tournament every year, at least that I can remember. It's just really competitive. I'm not sure that I can say this with a smile on my face. I just don't know that any other conference, top to bottom, is as good top to bottom. Like I said, there's just not an easy out in the Peach Belt. I mean, the coaches come and go, but the coaches that come in are high caliber coaches. The transfer portal is, every team has hit the transfer portal along with just building their programs, and like I said, there's no easy out, and this has been extremely strong. But I think the biggest thing I would say regionally and nationally is just consistency. That they just, the teams, the coaches are just been really tough, and having that regional championship in the most recent years, just and not having it last year, I think every team in the Peach Belt is probably hungry for that.
Well, definitely last season was not the season we expected to have. We hold ourselves to a very high standard at UNG, and that really wasn't our standard year, you would technically say. But I think that shapes us into the people we've become at practice this year. We say our word, we have a word for each year, and our year this year is to compete. And I don't think we did that very much last year. We came into every game not really knowing what we were going to get. And going into practice every day, everybody's competing. We're there all the time. I mean, most of the time we're there for at least 6 hours a day, just getting in shots, going to weights, going to practice, everything we can just to be there. Yes, volunteer. Yes, not by coach. No. But I definitely think that also has shaped like us into leaders. Like I know me having to step up as a leader, and like having Emily come in, and then we have like Macy Gregg and even others such as Isabel Davenport who just their voice carries, and I think that's a big thing coming from last year. I think, as I said, like leadership is different. We definitely lacked that last year, and seeing that this year has made the competitiveness go up even more. Everybody knows we do dog week, voluntarily. We do dog week, and that is a reflection of your year each year. And we had a phenomenal dog week this year, and bringing that in and onto the court, we have leaders and followers, and that's just a huge thing for us this year. Okay, well, I told Coach earlier, I was like, well, if you grow up with the parents that I had, you just don't really have another choice other than run through a brick wall if that's what it takes. But honestly, like, I just thank God that I get to play the game every day, and if I'm going to get to be on the court one day, I'm going to do it 150% no matter what that day. And he's given me the talent that I have and the ability to be with my teammates and the coaches, and I'm not going to give him any less than he deserves, which is 150%.
Thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. Thank